Good day everyone, we are the group 4 and our topic is all about the types of physical activities and muscle contraction.
Aerobic exercises. Ano ang nasa isip mo kapag nakarinig ka ng aerobic exercises? By the way, what is aerobic training or exercises? Aerobic exercises is any activity that makes you sweat, cause you to breathe harder and gets your heart beating faster than at rest. Ang aerobic exercises daw, mao daw ni siya ang activity nga atong ginabuhat like basketball, volleyball and swimming. It strengthens your heart and lungs and trains your cardiovascular system to manage and deliver oxygen more quickly and efficiently through your body. Ang aerobic exercises daw makapahimsog daw sa imuhang heart o makapatrain daw sa imong cardiovascular para makadeliver og oxygen nga paspas. Aerobic exercises move your large muscle such as those in your arm and leg. Running, swimming, walking, bicycling, dancing, and doing jumping jacks are example of aerobic activity. This example is related in aerobic activities like basketball, volleyball, and swimming. Aerobic activity is also called endurance activity. What are the levels of intensity in aerobic exercises? You can do aerobic activity with light, moderate, or vigorous intensity. Moderate and vigorous intensity aerobic exercises are better for you than light intensity exercises. However, even the light intensity exercises are better than no activity at all. The level of intensity depends on how hard you work to the activity or exercises to do the same activity. People who are less fit usually have to work harder than people who are more fit. So, for example, what light intensity exercises for one person may be moderate intensity for the other. Light and moderate intensity exercises. Light intensity exercises are common daily activities that don't require much effort. Ang ginamin daw dire nga ang kaning aerobic exercises daw it refers to kanay daw atong ginabuhat adlaw-adlaw ato ang daily routine in our life. To moderate intensity exercise makes your heart and lungs muscle work harder than light intensity exercises do. On scale of 0 to 10, moderate intensity exercises is 5 or 6 and produce noticeable increased breathing and heart rate. A person doing moderate intensity exercises can talk but not sing. 3. Vigorous intensity exercises. Vigorous intensity exercises make your heart and lungs muscle work hard. On scale of 0 to 1, vigorous intensity exercises is 7 or 8. A person doing vigorous intensity activity can say more than a few words without stopping for breath. Ang kanito nga activity ang gina-refers aning number 3. Mo daw ning activity nga too much hard like like riding a bicycle and doing basketball. Example of aerobic activities and exercises: pushing a grocery cart around a store, gardening such as digging, walking, hiking, jogging and running, swimming, bicycling, dancing, tennis, soccer, basketball, volleyball and badminton. High intensity interval training exercise. High intensity interval training is a form of cardio exercises performed in a short period of time with intensity bursts of exercises done to maximize athletic performance, under which cause muscle to be deprived of oxygen. Heat is the best to build strength, muscle endurance, and flexibility. Gina-refer sa aning high intensity interval training mo daw ni ang training na para daw sa mga athletic na maka-gain po daw ni og lose weight in terms of your body. Benefits of aerobic exercises: improve your circulation and helps your body oxygen better. Makapago daw ni siya sa ato ang oxygen para taron ng atong paginawa. Increase energy. Makapadugang po daw ni siya og kusog. Increase endurance means can work out longer without getting tired. Maka-workout without talk. Then helps reduce risk in developing heart disease. Maka-iwas daw ta sa mga sakit sama sa heart enlargement or heart failure. Help reduce body fat. Makapabawas po ni siya sa atong timbang kay para mahimot ang physically fit. Para natay 6-pack abs. Helps your rich maintain a healthy weight. Makapa-balance daw ni siya sa imong proper imong timbang kung gusto gyud ka nga kana lang. Helps reduce stress and tense anxiety and depression. Kuan daw ni siya sa mga stress nang dili daw kadali ma-stress o mawala na imong mga kaguol kung kuan daw ka kung maka-undergo daw ka og aerobic exercises. Improve sleep. Makatabang po ni siya sa imong pagtulog. Kung nakasakit nga insomnia, mas mayong akong tips sa imo mag-aerobic exercises. That's all.
Flexibility training. Flexibility exercises stretch your muscle and can help your body stay flexible. These exercises may not improve your endurance or strength, but being flexible gives you more freedom of movement for another exercise as well as for your everyday activities. It may also help you avoid discomfort when confined in a space for a long period of time. The best time to do flexible exercise is when your muscles are already warm so they can stretch farther without tightness or pain. If you're doing only stretching exercises, warm up with a few minutes of easy walking first to warm up your muscles. If you are doing strength exercise, stretch after, not before. It is good to do each stretching exercise 3 to 5 times during each season. It always stretch slowly and smoothly into the desired position as far as is comfortable for you without pain. Do what comfortable for you. If you are not used stretching, hold the stretch for about 10 seconds. The more often you stretch, the easier it will become. Eventually, you will be able to hold each stretch for 30 seconds comfortably.
とってもいいような夜だけどどよめききらめきと君もとってもいいような夜だけど二人刻もうとってもいいような夜だけどどよめききらめきと君もとってもいいような夜だけど二人刻もうとってもいいような夜だけどどよめききらめきと君もとってもいいような夜だけど二人刻もうとってもいいような夜だけどどよめききらめきと君もとってもいいような夜だけど二人刻もう
Muscle strength. Muscle strengthening. What is resistance training? Resistance training, also called strength training or weight training, is the use of resistance to muscular contraction to build the strength and aerobic endurance and size of skeletal muscles. Resistance training is based on the principle that muscles of the body will work to overcome a resistance force when they are required to do so. When you do resistance training repeatedly and consistently, your muscles become stronger. A well-rounded fitness program includes strength training to improve joint function, bone density, muscle, tendon and alignment strength, as well as an aerobic exercise to improve your heart and lungs fitness, flexibility and balance exercise. Australia's Physical Activity and Sedentary Behavior guidelines recommend that adults do muscle strengthening activities on at least 2 days each week, every 6 to 8 weeks to maintain improvement. Variables that can impact in the results include seats, repetition, exercise undertaken, intensity or weight used, frequency of sessions and rest between sets. Here are the examples of resistance training. We have free weights, medicine balls and sandbags, weight machines devices, resistance bands, suspension equipment, body weight. Free weights, classic training tools such as dumbbells, barbells, and kettlebells. Medicine balls and sandbags, weighted balls bags. Weight machines devices that have adjustable seats with handles attached either weights or hydraulics rather. Resistance bands. Like giant rubber bands, these provide resistance when stretched. They are portable and can be adapted to most workouts. The bands provide continuous resistance throughout a movement. Suspension equipment. A training tool that uses gravity and the user's body weight to complete various exercises. Body weight can be used for squats, push-ups, and chin-ups. Using your own body weights is convenient, especially when traveling or at work. Squats, kung gusto ninyo nga your butt nga ma-improve or modako, especially sa inyong mga batang, sa inyong waistline. Different muscle groups. There are 3 types of muscles in our body. What are the 3 types of muscles in our body? First, we have cardiac muscles. Second, smooth muscles. Third, skeletal muscles. Cardiac muscles are muscles that control our hearts. Smooth muscles control involuntary functions like constructing our blood vessels. Skeletal muscles are the muscles that you target in the gym that help your body move. They make up about 40% of our body weight. We have the different types of muscle groups. First, we have chest. And also we have example of the different exercises. First, chest. Bench press. You can use a barbell or dumbbells. Or you can use push-ups, increasing the width of your hands puts an emphasis on your chest muscles. Band chest press. Hook a band with handles behind you and push away from your body as if you're passing a basketball. Back. One arm dumbbell row. Help strengthen your upper back, shoulder, and upper arms. Resistance bend pull apart. Hold your resistance, band with your hands shoulder width apart. Focus on squeezing your shoulder blades together as you pull the band. Arms, biceps, triceps, and forearms. Biceps curl. If you don't have access to dumbbells, you can use cans or other heavy household objects. Triceps dips work both your triceps and chest. Pull ups work upper back, shoulders, core, and arms. Abdominal muscles or abs. Plank. Support yourself on your forearms and toes with your abdominals and core flexed. Bicycle crunches. The twisting motion in the exercises helps target the muscles at the side of your core called obliques. Hanging leg raise. You can start with your knees at 90 degrees for an easier variation and progress to straight legs as the exercise became more difficult. Legs, calves, hamstrings, quadriceps, also glutes. Squat, you can perform bodyweight squats. Use dumbbells or a barbell. Lunge. There are many variations of the lunge including walking dumbbells lunge, reverse lunge, and barbell lunge rather. Calf raises. You can start with your body weight and add weight as they become easier. Shoulder. Trapezius. Straps top of shoulders. Latissimus. Dorsey. Lats under the armpits. Seated shoulder press. It is a good idea to have a partner help you get the weights into place to avoid injuring your shoulders. Resistance band shoulder press. You can stand in the middle of a large resistance band with handles and push your hands towards the ceiling. Plank with arms straight. This exercise helps your core, shoulder, and back. Benefits of resistance training. Improves muscle strength and core, maintain flexibility and balance, weight management, and increases muscle to fat ratio. May help reduce or prevent cognitive decline in older people, greater stamina, prevention or control, pain management, improve mobility and balance, improves posture, decrease risk of injury, increases bone density and strength, reduce risk of osteoporosis. These benefits of resistance training may help us in protecting our joints from injury, remain independent as you age. The body burns more kilojoules when you rest, prevent cognitive decline in older people, grow stronger, and won't get tired easily, control chronic conditions such as diabetes, heart diseases, arthritis, back pain, depression, and obesity. That's all. Thank you.
Muscle contraction. Muscle contraction is the tightening, shortening, or lengthening of the muscles when you do some activity. Now, in the muscle contraction, there is a movement which is called dynamic movement or isotonic movement. In dynamic movement, it is a dynamic exercise that are ones in which the muscle lengthen and shorten while the joints also move. In dynamic strength training is also known as isotonic strength training. It refers to exercises that involve movement. That means the exercise requires your muscle and joints to move in order to be executed. Some examples of common dynamic strength movements are the push-up, bench press, and the deadlift. Now let's talk about the types of muscle contraction. Contraction, an isotonic concentric contraction results in the muscle shortening. Muna siya ang example sa concentric contraction, which is naa siya movement pero ang imuhang muscle is nag-shorten lang siya. And an isotonic eccentric contraction results in the muscle lengthening. Then mo po ni siya ang example sa eccentric contraction, which is naa siya movement tapos nag-elongates ang imuhang muscle. Then next is during an isometric contraction, the muscle is under tension but neither shortens nor lengthens. During sa mo ni siya ang example sa isometric contraction niya. Wala siya movement, wala pod nag-shorten, wala pod nag-lengthen wala nag-elongate ang muscle, as is lang siya. A muscle fiber generates tension through actin and myosin cross-bridge cycling. While under tension, the muscle may lengthen, shorten, or remain the same. Although the term contraction implies shortening when referring to the muscular system, it means the generation of tension within the muscle fiber. Several types of muscle contractions occur are defined by the changes in the length of the muscle during contraction. Now, the types of muscle contractions are concentric contractions, eccentric contractions, isotonic contractions, isometric contractions, yielding, and overcoming. Now, in a concentric contraction is a type of muscle contraction in which the muscle shorten while generating force, overcoming resistance. For example, when lifting a heavy weight, a concentric contraction of the biceps would cause the arm to bend at the elbow, lifting the weight towards the shoulder. In eccentric contractions, an eccentric contraction results in the elongation of a muscle while the muscle is still generating force. In effect, resistance is greater than force generated. Eccentric contractions can both voluntary and involuntary. For example, a voluntary eccentric contraction would be controlled lowering of the heavy weight raised during the above concentric contraction. An involuntary eccentric contraction may occur when a weight is too great for a muscle to bear and so it is slowly lowered while under tension. In isotonic contractions maintain constant tension in the muscle as the muscle changes length. Isotonic muscle contractions can be either concentric or eccentric. In isometric contraction, in contrast to isotonic contractions, isometric contractions generate force without changing the length of the muscle. Common in the muscles of the hand and forearm responsible for grip. Using above example, muscle contraction required a grip but not move a heavy object prior to lifting would be isometric. Isometric contractions are frequently used to maintain posture. Isometric contractions are sometimes described as yielding or overcoming. Yielding contraction occurs when a muscle contraction is opposed by resistance. For example, when holding a heavy weight steady, neither raising nor lowering. In overcoming contraction, an overcoming contraction occurs when a muscle contraction is opposed by an immovable object such as the contraction generated in the muscles when pushing against the wall. Now, in muscle contraction, Muscle contraction allows athletes to apply force and tension during a workout. The different types of muscle contractions that all help you build strength and mass. While it might not be something we often think about, muscle contraction is used in all kinds of movements and especially in functional fitness.